When you hear the words Atlantic City, what comes to mind? If you automatically have a negative impression, if you think of crime and casino closings, chances are your impressions of Atlantic City have been shaped by media in Philadelphia and New York who cover only the bad news about the city with no follow-up and very little perspective. Atlantic City, New Jersey is a perfect example of how the TV stations in New York and Philadelphia have all but ignored their federally mandated responsibility to cover all. TV stations in those cities cover New Jersey sort of like shoobies, or as they call them in North Jersey, bennies. They show up for the summer season or when there are big storms. And of course, they talk about Jersey when there is bad news. And they can get away with that because New Jersey doesn't have its own television market. Only 3 states in the country don't have their own TV markets: New Hampshire, Delaware, and New Jersey. Now, Delaware and New Hampshire are a couple of the least populated states with only about 1 million people each. New Jersey is the 11th most populated with almost 10 million. So when companies want to reach New Jersey customers on TV, they have to spend money in Philly and New York. New Jersey loses that money. Politicians running for office in New Jersey have to do the very same thing. So you would think the politicians would care more. But the last politician to really challenge TV stations to better cover the state was New Jersey Senator Bill Bradley. Federal legislation that he passed is the reason this show and this station exist, to better cover New Jersey and to better cover Delaware, 2 states that have been ignored too long by big TV markets. Which brings us back to Atlantic City, which has turned the corner since 4 casinos closed. The hotels for the summer are at 90% occupancy. A new convention center has been built at Harrah's, and the crime rate is down significantly. Have you heard any of that? If you haven't, that's a problem and can be directly blamed on TV stations not living up to their responsibility to all the people they're supposed to serve. And to that point, on May 22nd, we will be airing a special at 8 p.m. called Atlantic City: A New Day. We'll tell you the truth about the city as they try and recover from the negative media reports. We take our responsibility very seriously. We wish others would follow suit.
Hi, Dawn Stansland-Menti, and welcome to America's first zoo, the Philadelphia Zoo. We are here for the world premiere of something exciting that's happening. It's called Gorilla Treeway, and right behind me, this is Honey. Let's see how Honey and her family like it so far.
One small step for great ape, one giant leap for animal kind. You're watching history in the making as these critically endangered animals go where no gorilla has gone before, across the world's first elevated animal trail system.
Being able to give access to the gorillas to this whole system gives them a whole new experience of the zoo. And that's the whole concept of Zoo 360, reinventing the way animals experience a zoo setting.
Gorilla Treeway is a 300-foot mesh overhead passageway, 12 feet above the path for humans.
What I love about it, Andy, is that it's almost as if they get to watch us for the first time, and they have choices as to who they want to watch.
We've really seen with both the great apes, the big cats, the monkeys, they're as interested in us as we are in them. And so the opportunity to see us from different vantage points, and often I think giving them the superior vantage point above us, is a really empowering thing.
Empowering for these pioneering primates who enjoy new choices and more space. Animal advocates hope you fall in love with Brooklyn-born Honey, who puts on quite a show with her coffee cup, or shy Kira, who covers her face with a branch, or the usually soulful Matuba, coping with his jitters about the new treeway by beating on his chest. Unforgettable moments that create a critical connection.
I think it's fascinating, beyond fascinating. It's wonderful, and they're beautiful animals to see.
Seeing animals where you don't expect them, seeing them up in the treetops, over you, beside you, traveling, active, we think creates a much more engaging and much more connected experience between the animals and the guests that we think provides a great platform to engage guests in conservation action, helping those animals that you're seeing and engaging with here at the zoo.
This is the year of the gorilla here at the Philadelphia Zoo. teaching all of us that we can recycle and conserve energy, all in the name of making a difference to save the lives of endangered animals like gorillas. Reporting for Another Thing, I'm Dawn Stensland-Menti. Up next, Larry's commentary.